Get out. Get out of my courtroom.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unruly plaintiffs, defendants, witnesses, and even audience members who got on Judge Judy's last nerve and were swiftly shown the door.
Put your hand down or else you're going out. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Number 10, Janette Pnik and Cassandra Lipy. The plaintiff here, Janette Pnik, dragged her friend Cassandra Lipy to court for refusing to hand over a puppy after their dogs accidentally bred. This happened while Lipy was letting Pnik crash at her place.
How old was your dog when you brought the dog
6
there?
months old.
And how old was your dog?
5 years old.
And the two of you idiots did not have your dog neutered or spayed.
Now, Pnik sued not only for the puppy, but also for the hotel and boarding fees she had to cough up after Lipy kicked her out. If you're thinking, well, that's absurd, then you're on the same wavelength as Judge Judy.
I'm not sure if I'm keeping one too. So she kept leading me to believe that she was going to give me one of the puppies.
Oh, just a second. That's not a contract.
After hearing Lipsy's counterclaim of harassment, the judge decides that both cases are a colossal waste of her time and orders Bird to show the bickering duo out of her courtroom. We'll keep an eye out for their reunion on Dr. Phil.
She wasn't spayed.
I had no idea.
You absolutely know.
They have no case.
The
counterclaim
requirement
is
of her living
dismissed.
with me was that
Her
she
claim
keep her
has
dog
already been
crated.
dismissed.
No problem.
Show them the door.
Number 9, the entire panel. The cardinal sin in Judge Judy's courtroom is talking over her or anyone else for that matter.
If you interrupt her, you're gone.
Okay.
Do you understand?
When that happens, the usual penalty is an immediate boot out the door. So picture the chaos when you have multiple individuals shouting over each other, turning the courtroom into a circus. That's exactly what occurs here. Plaintiffs and defendants alike are hollering at the top of their voices, despite the judge's attempt to maintain order.
You're testing my patience.
Mind you, this was back in the day when her patient's reservoir was still somewhat full.
Everybody out again.
Step out.
Ultimately, that reservoir dries up and the judge asks Bird to throw everyone out. Because where exactly do they think they are, Jerry Springer? Number 8. Kim Noler. Remember what we said about not interrupting Judge Judy? Well, this woman clearly missed the memo. Kim Noler, who runs a motorcycle rental business, was suing a customer for canceling his booking and demanding a refund.
Ultimately sided with him and took the money back from you. That's why you're here.
Ultimately, it went back into my account when he dropped the dispute at the end.
So what are you doing here?
You'd think she was fighting to stop the refund, right? Nope, she'd already pocketed the money and wanted to squeeze out even more. Judge Judy saw right through her and tried explaining just how ridiculous her case was. But Noler kept interrupting, cutting the judge off mid-sentence.
Why
You're
did
not
you drop
even
the dispute
explain.
would be my
Hey, just
question.
a second. If you're going to try to talk over me,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to throw you out.
Even after repeated warnings, she didn't back down. So Judge Judy made good on her threats, dismissing her case and showing her the door. Safe to say that motorcycle rental business won't be winning any customer service awards.
Who had reserved and used my business before 3 times.
That
And
understood
they
the
ca-
policy.
Hey, just
That understood the policy.
goodbye. Your case is dismissed.
That's
We're
great.
done.
Number 7, Andrea Cole and Jennifer Janes. Throughout the show's run, Judge Judy has booted countless people from her courtroom. But it all began with Andrea Cole and Jennifer Janes. The former roommates found themselves at odds when Cole decided Janes needed to move out.
$139. When you left your fish tank there.
I left everything there.
You
That's
left.
not true.
Listen to.
Okay.
You left the fish tank.
Yes, I did.
And some other property.
Their situation was further complicated by Janes's unpaid bills and a fish tank she left behind in Cole's house. At first, Cole seemed focused on reclaiming her money, but then suddenly pivoted to demanding ownership of the fish tank.
I want you to make up your mind. You want your $99 or you want the fish tank?
I'll keep the fish tank because,
Now,
she doesn't
now,
give a
just
crap
a-
about
just-
it.
As the case unfolded, both women committed the cardinal sin of talking loudly over each other. It was at that moment Judge Judy discovered the quickest way to handle chaos was to toss out the troublemakers, making these two the first to ever get the boot.
I'm not going to be your teacher. I tried to interrupt you twice. Nobody runs this place but me. The suit and the countersuit are dismissed. Get him out of here.
Number 6, Raymond, Benson, and Vanessa Baldin Lee. Judge Judy's courtroom only handles small claims disputes, not custody or visitation rights. But that didn't stop this former couple from trying their luck. Raymond Benson sued his ex-fiancée Vanessa Baldin Lee for credit card charges and their wedding ring.
And I cannot find her. She has been.
I'm going to tell her something. I don't have the jurisdiction to order visitation. Do you understand?
Yes.
However, as soon as the case kicked off, Benson brought up the fact that Lee wouldn't let him see their 10-month-old child. Judge Judy was kind enough to give free legal advice on how a visitation case might play out. She had no jurisdiction over it.
Mr.
My
Benson,
son, when I did not abuse him at all, Your Honor, and this is why I haven't seen my son.
Mister,
Because I've been
picture.
under
Would you
emotionally
get in between
distress. Sure.
I'm going to throw you both out. You're not listening to me.
Of course, everything she said basically went in one ear and out the other. Realizing the futility, Judge Judy decided it was best to send them off to sort out their drama elsewhere.
You're not supposed to be manipulative with regard to a child that the two of you made together. It was your choice to make a child with him. That's all we're going to talk about with regard to visitation.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 5. Christopher Kip Housen. Interruption from a plaintiff or defendant is frowned upon, but at least it's understandable. They're there to plead their case. But as a witness, your job is to stay quiet until called upon. The witness here, Christopher Kip Housen, begged to differ.
I proceeded to pull out.
You can't pull
He
out.
struck my vehicle.
You can't pull out.
Doing the high rate of speed that he's doing. I have a witness saying that he had pulled out.
He was there to support the defendant, Troy Stoffel, who was being sued for ignoring a stop sign and causing a car crash. Judge Judy further grilled Stoffel for driving without insurance, but he dismissed this, claiming the plaintiff, Jordan Stachavich, was speeding.
Listen to me. Not interested, Chris. Do you understand?
Can I say something?
11.
Kip Housen chimed in to back Stoffel up and kept interrupting, despite repeated warnings to stay quiet. Naturally, Judge Judy had enough and ordered Bird to escort him. Kip Housen can now continue his interruptions from the safety of the hallway.
Do you want to even hit the van?
Thank you.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
He thinks that this is a
Come here.
cocktail hour.
See that door?
Number 4. Defendant's New Girlfriend. When his ex dragged him to court over loans spent on bedroom furniture and matching tattoos, Tyler Nichols thought it'd be brilliant to flaunt his new girlfriend by bringing her along. Nichols argued that those items were gifts and he shouldn't have to repay her.
When was it purchased? In what month?
I would say September-ish, yeah.
And it was bought on credit?
Yes.
How much was it?
It was $2,235.54.
While Judge Judy didn't entirely disagree, she did take issue with him cozying up to his new girlfriend on a bed bought by his ex.
It was a gift.
It might have been. I'm just asking if you think it's right that she pay for it.
Me and him were together when she
I didn't
bought
ask.
the bed.
I didn't ask you a question.
Okay.
When she pointed this out, the new girlfriend chimed in with an unsolicited opinion and a smug grin, which only irritated the judge further. So she asked Bird to throw her out.
Bird, that one's irritating me. Would you get it ready?
Sure. Ma'am. Over this way.
You don't have to bring your new girlfriend. It's annoying.
Ultimately, Judge Judy ruled in favor of the ex-girlfriend, since Nichols promised in an email to reimburse her. Number 3. Unlucky audience member. Rarely does it ever happen for Judge Judy to interact with the audience. After all, they're only there to give the show an authentic courtroom feel. But in this rare instance, she broke character to single out one unfortunate soul in the gallery.
Out.
After a litigant said something funny, the audience broke into laughter, but one man stood out for the wrong reason, laughing louder than everyone else.
You know who I'm looking at? You got my eyes?
That was enough for the judge to zero in on him and kick him out. The mortified look on his face said it all.
Out. Just go. Say nothing.
After mouthing a sheepish "I'm sorry," he gathered his things and left. The moral of the story? Always read the room before you let out your inner hyena. Number 2. Michelle Emerick. Michelle Emerick found herself on the wrong side of the courtroom. She was sued by her ex-partner Jesse Williams Jr., with whom she co-owned a house. Well, technically Williams bought the house with money from a work settlement, then added Emerick's name to the deed.
Miss Emerick did not put in any money into the house.
No, ma'am.
She doesn't even allege that she put in any money into the house. So now the house legally belongs to the two of you.
After their breakup, that deed turned into a battleground. Emerick claimed she filed a protective order against Williams because he threatened her life after she caught him cheating with her daughter.
Did you file an order of protection against him?
After the fact, he threatened when I caught my daughter in the bedroom behind the door when I put laundry in the washer that was downstairs where his room is.
Judge Judy, however, wasn't buying it. Not that she had much of a chance, as Emerick's constant yelling made it impossible to get a word in. Fed up, Judge Judy asked her to get out. No bird needed to show her the door.
Your case is dismissed. Get out.
Okay.
Your counterclaim is dismissed. Get out. That way.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. A trio of witnesses. It seems everyone showed up to court on this day hoping to get themselves kicked out. While the proceedings went on, these witnesses decided that their versions of events was too good to keep to themselves. The First Lady kept interjecting and was warned multiple times before finally being told to leave.
Never talk to her whatsoever.
Now out. Okay. Now out. Just a second. Out. Just out. Just out. Thank you very much.
Then another woman, clearly thinking those rules didn't apply to her, chimed in and was also bid farewell by Judge Judy.
Just a second. She showed up at your door and said,
I opened the door, though.
Goodbye.
But the real showstopper was the third witness, who, after being ignored with his hand raised, walked up to the stand like he was about to litigate a case he wasn't even directly involved in. Needless to say, that was the end of his time in Judge Judy's courtroom.
Throw him out.
She let him drive it.
Out.
She let him drive it. She knew he was going to drive it.
Out.
I'm going out, but it's all
Good.
wrong.
He's going out. Nobody hears you except yourself.
She knew he was going to drive it.
Do you understand, sir?
Yes, I do.
Are there any of these unfortunate individuals you thought didn't deserve the boot? Sound off in the comments below.
There's only one ringmaster here. That's me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.